why men feel like we don't care about their emotions. You know, they want to know why women don't care about their emotions. We do care about your emotions. I think we care too much sometimes, but you choose when you care to pay attention to it. So it's not until a woman decides she's stepping back a little bit when a man decides, all right, now I need it. Because we can pour into a man, we can always give our all, but you know, sometimes you do something for someone and they don't recognize how much energy you're putting into it, and they're never grateful for it. They never really receive it the way you would like them to. So I think sometimes men are just emotionally detached, and then it comes to a point when we step back and now they have to reevaluate the situation and they want it back.
And so I think that a lot of men feel like women don't really consider their emotions beyond how it affects them, beyond the convenience of it. So if he's not happy with you, you know, sometimes and he's in a mood that ain't got nothing to do with me, and you going on about your business. But I don't think that's all women, and I think that it speaks to the quality of women that a lot of men choose to deal with, women that are natural nurturers, women that have balanced, energies, period, mental, physical, emotional. I think those women are always going to care about you as long as the relationship is healthy and that there's a goal in the relationship. But I see why men think that, but I think that the reality is it's based on the quality of woman that you choose.
Men and women, but we're talking about men here, we go after people who are not good for us. You can't see someone and aesthetically like what you see and be attracted to that. And you know this is a bullshit person. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about, how your day is going. They don't care if you're healthy. They don't care about anything else. But then you want to turn around and complain. You knew this person. You knew exactly who they were. But now you crying about it when you could have just avoided this person. No, but you wanted to just be about the aesthetic and not what's really important. You have to care about your feelings in order for it to be made important so that someone else cares about it, in my opinion.
Right. You attract what you attracted. I care about myself, so therefore I want to attract someone who's going to care about me and take care of me the way that I take care of myself. I'm not going to accept anything lower than that, and that's why I go back to women setting the standards for the relationship. And if you treat me in a way that I can respect, or if you treat me in a way where I feel like I matter to you, then you're going to get the same thing in return, or better. It's
Yeah,
gonna
probably
more than likely be
tenfold.
better. It's going to be better. So, I think you're right. The aesthetic, like you people are giving their energy to the wrong things, and can't find success in that. So
You know what else that we can't not talk about? How society, because I will agree that I don't think that we don't feel, or like generally women don't feel that men's feelings and emotions or whatever are valid and important. But I do think society puts it in all of us to sort of think that way. Think
have to
about
be
it.
strong.
Yeah, exactly. Men have to be strong. Men can't show emotions. Men can't show feelings. Men can't cry, X, Y, and Z. Think about it. When your mom, when you fail and hurt yourself, what'd your mom say when you were a little kid, to a little boy? I've seen it.
Get up.
Get up, quit crying. Wipe your face. Little boys don't cry.
Little girls get coddled.
Exactly. When a little girl falls, they're gonna coddle her. Let's fix your boo boo. Let's put a band. You want some Band-Aid? Like it's very different. And I think that because so many of us are socialized like that, we perpetuate it.
I do not. This is gonna be a lot of people are not gonna like this, but I don't think anything is wrong with that. Yes, I want my man strong. Yes, I want him to be able to fall and take a boo boo, and yes, I want my woman to be more, like
Soft
a
and
nurturer
nurturing.
and a soft. I want the woman should be that way, and I think that because so many people, I don't know what's happening now. Like everything is just being accepted. Like there is no like black and white. There needs to be black and white. A man needs to be a man, a strong man, and a woman needs to be the soft nurturer. And that's how I feel, and I feel bad because of the times that we're in. So it kind of feels wrong me saying this, but I think that's why we were made the way we are. I say it all the time. I want my man to be my hero, the man I look up to, the man I'm just like my protector. I love it. That's like fairy tale shit, but it is what it is. You were made with the muscles.
But how do we balance? How do we balance that? I think that's more so
Yes,
the question.
but that's why you find a woman. You
Who
find
compliments
that one
you.
woman or the two women
right.
or whatever you're into, because I'm not against poly at all. I love it. I absolutely love it. But you find those people that you can be
that person.
with. I can put my guard down with these people. But when I enter into the world, I'm a strong man.
That's
and
true.
I'm going to protect my family. I'm going to protect my home. And I'm going to make sure that, even when a man is in a corporate a building, or if he's running a big establishment or whatever, that's what a king is.
But here's my thing. A lot of men don't even recognize their emotions themselves, and they want somebody to recognize and cuddle their emotions and things. But if you're not recognizing it within yourself, if you're not understanding what's going on with you, how can I understand? A lot of men don't want to tell you. You can sit there and clearly see something is wrong. What's wrong? What's wrong? And you can ask in so many ways, but it's I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine. Well, how can I care for your emotions if you don't express them to me? How can I care for your emotions if you won't help me understand what you're going through? And I think a lot of women have that problem more so than just the not caring about a man's emotions. Is, well, when I try to care, when I try to understand, you don't want to talk to me. It's not until we have a blow up conversation, we have a blowout argument that, now you want me to address your emotions. But why wouldn't you allow me to address it before we got to a point where we're arguing with each other?
Yes, and now everyone has a wall, and everybody's like standoffish,
defensive, and just not even in a mental space to even have an effective conversation.
I'm telling you, I've been telling you guys recently, I've been doing some therapy. And I've learned a lot about myself, but I've also learned, we always talk about communication, but my man used to do this to me all the time. I know when my man has an attitude. Oh my God. I know when I did something wrong, because I instantly shrivel up like, I done did something. What did I do? I started looking at my phone. I started looking around like, God damn it, dude, message me, like anything, I get uncomfortable. So, I had to start telling him, listen, you drag this shit out too long. Because I never get to the bottom of it until I get so angry where I'm just like, you need to tell me what's the problem,
Yeah.
Right.
So now that's an unhealthy way of communication. And we're at a place where, all right, if something's bothering you, you got 10 minutes. Let it out. I'm going to come see where you're coming from. I want you to try to understand where I'm coming from. Let's fix it right then and there, because it's not even worth it most of the times.
Facts.
But a man needs to find a woman where he's comfortable enough to say, this is my problem, and not feel like he's being too emotional or too too soft. No, I'm your partner. This is what I'm here for. You need to be able to communicate with me and only me. Or, if you can't communicate with anybody else, you need to be able to let your guard down with me and know that I'm going to protect you. I won't tell your secrets. Yeah, Alicia Keys moment. Like, you can be my diary. And I think that's very important.
But where do you think that comes from? And because yes, we say society plays a part in it, but where does it come from that men don't ever feel comfortable sharing their emotions or their feelings with their partner, with their mother? They may only share with their closest best friend.
It's a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
I think it's a survival mode. I think it's because once you start sharing too much, that's when you start losing or something. Sometimes, you start, things start coming at you. I think that's really what happens. And then you tell one person something, and the next person is like, it's like what's that game? Telephone. You tell somebody something and it keeps going, and then it comes back as something that didn't happen. That can affect you at work. That can affect you at home. It can affect you in so many different ways. I think that's just a way for a man to maneuver sometimes, just by not saying too much, not doing too much, not giving too much, because more than anything starts at home. You start acting like a baby, your mom's going to be like, you don't do that. You don't act like that, whatever. So now it's like, all right, I don't want to get in trouble for being overly emotional. So let me just hold it down, hold it in, and not share too much, because that's just gonna cause issues. So now it's like, you've done it for so long, you don't even realize it. You can't even stop doing it. You're just
That's true. You're just kind of trained and
you fall into it.
yeah.
I feel like it's like the fear of vulnerability with a lot of men. And I think just a lot of us grew up where our vulnerabilities were attacked, maybe in school, we were teased. And so over time, we're very selective about who we open up to. And it's also a fear of love. I think for some reason in society, there's this huge push to not love and no love. What's that song? No Love by that one guy. August Alsina. Yeah. And so there's this huge push not to love, and you might be soft if you love your woman too much, or it's a lot of outside energies also at play with our relationships, our internal relationships. So.
Ooh, I got another one too, right?
Wait, hold on.
It's with the women.
Before you say that, I have to bring this up. So we're talking about men and we should appreciate their emotions and be able to talk through stuff and, you know, identify when something's wrong with them. But what about just legitimately emotional men?